Hi there, it's Martha, and in today's video I'm going to go through all my Scentsy Empties for the month of January. So I got through quite a bit of empties and a few not empties, but for the most part I think I did a really good job with my January melting basket. So I'll link that video I think at the end of this if you want to see it. But yeah, I like the idea of having a melting basket where I just picked from a box instead of kind of trying to figure out what I want. So it was easy. I went in there, said, okay, what do I feel like today? And I would pick different scents, and then I could easily see what I was getting through. And if there was like stuff with a couple of cubes left, I try to warm them. I didn't get through all of it, but I did warm everything. So I did at least warm everything so I can give you my thoughts on, quick thoughts on what they were like on warm. But yeah, let's catch up. So this is the Scentsy Empties and Almost Empties. Okay, lots of good Scentsy Empties. I think the only thing that wasn't a bar, or that isn't a bar, is Fluffy Fleece. So this is a scent circle. I have this just in my garbage in my kitchen underneath, like in the wastebasket. Yeah, I bought a bunch of these. I don't really know what to do with them. I know some people put them in their car, some people hang them in their closet, and yeah, I put mine in the wastebasket area, so maybe it would smell a little nicer, and it worked. I mean, not that it smells bad, but you know, it's a nice one. Fluffy Fleece. I don't know where I was going with that. Speaking of Fluffy Fleece, it's right on top. I did have the bar, and I melted all of it. I really love this scent. This one is going to be in my club. Some people like it. I think most people like it. Some people don't. Some people like it more in the laundry. I think it's just so nice. And this is a powerhouse. Like this will last. This lasted, I think I put like 2 cubes in my bathroom warmer, like a mini warmer, and it was in there for 5 days at least. And it still had a good scent. So this is a strong performer and I really like it. Perk Me Up. I use this a lot in the kitchen. That's where I like to warm it. I have two, like a regular element warmer and a mini warmer. And this is just a really nice coffee scent. I really enjoy this as a coffee scent. I think it's got a little bit of sweetness to it, so it's not bitter. And I will be, if you haven't seen that video yet, I am clubbing this one. Then we have Spiced Ember Glow. So I warmed this at the very end of December. And yeah, this is a really nice one. It's smoked apple, toasted vanilla, and over cinnamon embers. And I do enjoy this. For me, there's some similarities. Not that they're the same, but if you like this, you'll probably like cinnamon pine cones. I think, to me, they're very similar in a vibe. I think I'm going to club cinnamon pine cones instead of this one because I think they're too similar to have both in my club. So I think that's one I like a little bit better. Winter Berry Apple Tea. This was, I finally warmed it. And this is all stuff I said I was going to warm in my January melting basket. And I got through a lot of it. I really do like this scent. It's great on its own. I also really enjoyed mixing this with Cozy Cardigan. And when I warmed it in my bedroom, because I wanted to give it a little more of a bedroom vibe, I mixed one of this one with one of Cozy Cardigan in my warmer, and that was really, really pretty. So I like that a lot. Baked Apple Pie. I've teased about this one not having any crust or pie. It's just the apple filling, and that is true. But it's a really pretty spiced apple, so that the apple filling is really nicely done. It's a moderate performer. I can smell it upstairs sometimes. I think this one, maybe I've become nose blind to it a little bit, but it's a pretty good performer. Cinnamon Buttercream. I don't care for this one. I don't. I've mixed it with other things and it's been good to mix with. I remember, gosh, was it Scary Good I didn't like? It was one of those in like the fall harvest time. I think it was Scary Good that I didn't care for as much. And I mixed it and it was good. But on its own, I don't like it. There's a note in here that just smells funky. It's like a funky smell. So not my favorite. Crumb Top. This is a great one, and I am clubbing this one. It's just buttery and yummy. And that is really good, and good on its own, but I really enjoyed also, I mixed it with another one in here. Well, you'll see it come up. I mixed this with Tinselberry too, which has like a strawberry and berries in it, and that was actually a really nice mix. Then we have Polar Bear Hugs. This is another powerhouse. To me, this smells great. I like it in my bedroom. I like it in the open concept. This one can go on for days as well in my place. And this one I had at one point, if I can find it quickly. Well, I'll mention it when it comes up. I had this warming, and then in alternating warmers in that vicinity, I had Very Snowy Spruce with a little bit of vanilla buttercream, and this all together in the room. That was really nice. So this is Polar Bear Hugs, and I do like that one a lot. Candy Cane Buttercream, great on cold, smells great, terrible performer. This did not work anywhere in my house. Didn't even work in the bathroom. Barely you can get a scent in the, I mean, you can smell it, but it was very light, very light. Didn't work in the bedroom either, unfortunately. So I know a lot of people are trying to recreate this with either perfect peppermint or peppermint rush and vanilla buttercream, and me too. I think that's just the way to go. Unfortunately, this didn't work. Frosted Vanilla. So Frosted Vanilla is one that I think I've tried to like because so many people like it, but the more I smell it, the more I don't like it. It's not bad, it's just not for me. It's not for me. And I think it's the birch note that they're using, or birch bark, because it's vanilla, birch bark, and frosty air. It's okay, just not, I prefer other frosty, minty, woodsy scents over that one. Swirling Snowflakes. So I mentioned this, I think, in the Battle of the Bars video, and I can post that up here. I really like this one. So it's sparkling peppermint, fresh air, and eucalyptus flower. This one's in my club. This was one of my favorites. I really love this one. So that is Swirling Snowflakes. NHL Fresh Ice. This is, it's a great description. It does smell like very icy. This is a strong performer as well. Yeah, it's a very strong performer. A little more menthol-y to my nose, but it's a good performer. The North Calls. I do like the scent a lot, and I think I'm going to be clubbing this for a little while. It's got berries and grapefruit, lily of the valley, and a touch of marine. It's just there's a sweetness I get here. And I think it's the berries. I'm really picking up on the berries more than the grapefruit. But it's just a sweet, fresh, clean smell, and I like it. And that was the North Calls. Very Merry Cranberry. Yeah, it's got that cranberryness, which I like these scents in December. So I think I wore this at the very end of December, early January. Yeah, it's a nice scent. Very Merry Cranberry. Warmed it downstairs. I think it performed pretty well. Pink Coconut. So this is the scent of the month for February, and this is a really nice one. I like this one a lot. I actually have this going right now in my bedroom. It's on the lighter side, so more light than moderate, but not the worst. I think it's a great bedroom scent. I get the tanginess, or a little, yeah, it's like a tanginess from, I think, the raspberries and some other fruit in here. I pick up a hint of coconut, a hint of vanilla, and then there's a little bit of an earthiness to it, which I think is the pink clay. So I really do like this one. I think it's a great scent of the month scent. Cozy Fireside. So this I had in the open concept, and this is it's a very red hot, spicy bar. So this is warm spice notes with zesty ginger and cinnamon. I think I do get some of that ginger. For me, the red hot spices were just more than I prefer. So I won't be buying any more of the, well, I can't anyway, but I'm going to take it out of my club. I had it in my club just to get it. So it's coming out though. I'm glad I tried it, but that's about it. Okay. Sweet Orange and Evergreen. This is a great Christmas tree scent. It reminds me of a Christmas tree lot with all the little pine needles on the ground, and it's fresh cut evergreen, sweet orange, and warm cedarwood. I like this a lot. I don't think I'm going to club it, only because I think there's a lot of great tree scents. So maybe I think it'll come back. I won't be heartbroken if it doesn't, but this is a great Christmas tree scent. Blue Christmas. Blue Christmas is orange peels, cloves, fir needles, and cinnamon. I really like this one. I'm glad I got it. I initially had heard some people not liking it, or maybe they remembered not liking it. And then I started hearing more and more people talk about how much they did like it. And I really like this one. It's, I think I just like orange and tree. So orange and like woodsy, outdoorsy scents. This one also reminds me a little bit of, you know what, I do have it here. It's for the other non-Scentsy video, but this is the candle from Nest. It comes in a red box, like red, and it's called Holiday. I'm pretty sure, I don't think it says on here, it's called Holiday, but I can't smell anything. But I'm not saying it's the same, but it reminded me of that candle a lot, and I do love that candle. It's one of my favorite candles for the holiday, so I like this. So, and I use this in the open concept, and I could smell it okay. I wish the performance was a little bit better, but I put it in several warmers. Maple rum cake. Maple rum cake is better, way better on warm. It's just a nice cake. The maple's not too strong, but it is a good maple cake scent. Very Snowy Spruce. This one is the one I think I described in another video, like reminds me of being in the mountains and the fresh air, and you kind of smell the trees. So this is balsam, spruce, cedar, amber, pine cones, fresh forest air. There is a little something sharp. It's becoming sharper to me than what I remember when I first got it. But this mixed with vanilla buttercream, fantastic. And I think this is the one I mentioned. I had mixed with the vanilla buttercream, and then I had Polar Bear Hugs in a different warmer, and kind of all of these scents together was actually really nice. I like that one. Tinselberry. So Tinselberry has strawberry in it and some other berries. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. I warmed this on its own. I think it performed fine, but I actually warmed it this morning with Crumb Top, and that mixed together was actually really nice too. Let's see. Arctic Kiss. So Arctic Kiss is another great scent. I did enjoy this. I think I had purchased a couple bars of this. It's pretty, but for me it's a little more like for the bathroom or bedroom. I pick up on a melon note in here, even though it says it doesn't have it. It's supposed to be mint, fresh air, and fluffy vanilla clouds. It's a pretty scent. I mean, I'm glad I used it. And I think it's a pretty decent performer if I remember correctly. Apple Cherry Strudel. This has a really nice cherry note. I do like the cherry note in this. It's apples and cherry. But I will say though, the performance on this started off strong, but quickly kind of died out. So this did not last more than a day as far as I can smell. But a nice cherry scent, or the apple cherry, but I really like the cherry in it. Sticky Cinnamon Bun. So this is a Bring Back My Bar, and I like it okay, although it's just sugar and cinnamon. That's all I really pick up. Some sweetness, which I think is the icing, and then the cinnamon. It's missing the bun. So what I did the second time I warmed it was to use a vendor wax that I have from Harper James Wax called Freshly Baked. And I figured because I wanted some bun in this, I mixed some of that Freshly Baked in with this one, and that did give me a cinnamon bun. That one also has some cinnamon and honey in it. I really do love that scent. And yeah, so together those were nice. I wouldn't repurchase just because you know, it's sugar and cinnamon. I want something a little bit more. Olaf Warm Hugs. I've talked about this a few times. I really love this scent, even though it's light. It is light, but that's okay. I like it. It's just a really nice cinnamon, not cinnamon, mint, snow-covered woods, and vanilla. And then last but not least, as far as the empties, are Clementine Cupcake. So this was a great scent. Like, I love the scent. It's a really nice cupcake, and I love the clementine. That little bit of a sweet orange. Just, it was light. It was lighter than I would have liked. I think I ended up liking this more in my bedroom than it got lost in the open space. So those are my empties. Let's move on to what's almost empty, but not quite. Okay, then I have a couple things left in here. Let's see in here. So I had another Olaf. So I didn't finish this one. I just have 2 cubes that I used. I think it shouldn't have been in here, but Pima Cotton, because in reality I didn't put any Bring Back My Bars in this segment, only because I warmed them all in early part of January. But I did warm Pima Cotton again, mixed with Coconut Palm, because I do not like coconut palm at all. And I forgot who told me, but on one of my, I think it was on that video, that the warm reviews, someone gave me the idea of mixing this with coconut palm, and it worked, actually. Made it, I mean, I like Pima Cotton on its own, don't get me wrong. I needed something to mix coconut palm with because I don't like that scent at all. So thank you for the suggestion. And shockingly, as strong as Pima Cotton is, because on its own, this thing it's a powerhouse. Coconut palm held its own. I could smell a little bit of the coconut, and it made it much nicer. But what I was going to say is I'm not putting in all the Bring Back My Bars back in here, because you already know that I warmed them in January. I think I don't know, fell in the basket. Toasted Acorn and Oak. I love the scent, so I think this is going in my club. It's nutty, but also sweet. It's a really pretty scent. So I only have 2 cubes left. Just got to warm that. And then we have Fearless by Nature. So this one, I have 3 cubes left of it, and I did enjoy this, although I've decided not to club it. And this is Wildflowers, Sage, and Woods. There's a new bar that's in the spring and summer bar in the catalog that was just, we got a sneak peek of it. I don't think it's been released. Maybe by the time this video comes up, it's released to everybody. But yeah, Fearless by Nature. There's one with wildflowers in that, and I'm wondering if it's going to smell similar. This one, though, back to Fearless by Nature. This one is, for me, very much a bathroom scent. I like it, but it's soapy. It's like very much like a men's body care, like a men's body wash. So I'm using it in the bathroom, and it lasts. It actually lasts for days in the bathroom. Then we have, I'll put these 2 together, Light Force and, Light Side of the Force and Dark Side of the Force. I have 2 of the light side left, and I think 4 of the dark side. I like these both, although not enough to keep it in my club. It's different. They're both strong. I would say Dark Side is even stronger, and it's nice. This is much more men's cologne-y. This has more of an aquatic feel to it. I actually like them mixed together, but I will say when I mix them together, even though they're strong on their own, I'd say they're good performers on their own. When I mix them together, it's almost like it, even though it was 1 cube for 1 cube, it toned them down. It toned them both down, but it provided a nice scent on its own. This one is strong, and this is lavender, Madagascar, ginger, vetiver, and agarwood. And it is a very strong masculine cologne scent. Nice. I like to try them, but it's not like a keeper for me. I don't know why this is always on the bottom. I've talked about this, I think, in another video of, maybe it was the melting basket, or I tried it, Just and Loyal. Oh, I think I also mentioned this in my sip and sniff party. My friends did not like this. I warmed 2 cubes. No. I'm gonna figure out what to mix this with. Because I should like it. It's got like cinnamon and almonds and vanilla. But no, it's not for me at all. So I only got to two cubes, and I'll have to figure out what else to do. Okay, so that is a wrap. That was all of my empties and almost empties for Scentsy, and I'm going to be posting a non-Scentsy video of the other things that I warm, so hopefully you'll want to see that. But that is it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy this video, consider subscribing or give me a like, and yeah, that would mean a lot to me. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.